Morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. You guys, when we start these streams, when we set these streams up, you guys are ready to go. You guys are ready to start talking immediately. All right. I was actually talking to B about this yesterday. He's just like, you guys talk about these other things, talk about these other stories, because that was supposed to be the point of the show. Give you a little Ravens talk and a little other, sports talk. But you guys come out the gate ready. I mean, just ready, right? Our guy KP, he was here at 10 p.m. last night. He said, "I'm not excited about the Weaver hiring as everyone else, mainly because sometimes head coaches give play calling duties to their coordinators, and since Mentor is a new head coach, that may be a possibility." And then he says, "And Weaver's defenses have not been good, so I don't want him to get play calling, to be honest." All right, first of all, good morning. All right, let's just put this image up here. Yes, Anthony Weaver has been hired as the new defensive coordinator. All right, he worked with the Ravens from 2021 to 2023 in assorted roles, including assistant head coach. I think mainly like D-line coach is what he was with us. All right, now, not a good defensive coordinator. I know last year the Dolphins defense, after they traded everybody away, was bad. That's a given, right? But 2024, we just looked it up, KP. 2024, they were ranked 10th in points allowed. They're ranked 4th in total yards allowed. Pretty damn good.
All right. And that's with Bradley Chubb getting hurt.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So, no, this man knows defense. And and look, Mentor already said he's going to be do the play calling on the defensive side. I think Weaver is there more to vocalize what Mentor wants done out there, and help game plan and all that stuff. I think this is going to work. And we got a super chat. That's what I'm talking about. First thing in the morning from Dr. Kush. Appreciate you, Dr. Kush. Says, good morning, everyone. Anthony Weaver at DC. I like this move. I like it too. And Unkind Raven, good morning. Says, good morning, Jose and Hendo. Let's talk Anthony Weaver this morning. Yes, indeed. Michael Akins, good morning. Good morning. Who else we got in here? We got Carmelo Moody. Says, Grand Rising. Grand Rising to you. Salute. Yes. Listen to Hendo, okay? streamelements.com/rolepod/tip. All right. That's the preferred method of donations. If you want to do a super chat, we ain't mad at that either. Just disclaimer, because YouTube's not gonna give you that disclaimer. YouTube takes 30% of whatever you put in that super chat. All right. So if you want to make a large donation and you don't want YouTube to take 15% of that, you can go right there. You can go to Cash App on Lunch Break Hot Take side. That's $LBHT show. All right, those are ways that you can avoid that fee. Rainmaker salute says, good morning, guys. The coaches are in place. Now it's time for free agency and the draft. Funny thing is, I asked you guys about the chances of Weaver coming back to the Ravens, and I said yes. Hey, there you go. And we'll talk about the other hiring we got too. I think it was like a DB coach or something like that. Alfonso Richardson, good morning. Good morning. Bazel, what up?
What's good?
Thanks for coming through. I8RH something. Good morning.
User.
Good morning. FBG MDK, good morning. Big Boy, good morning. Imani, good morning. Good morning. Team Ramey, good morning. Good. We got Luke K in the house. As I think Weaver will be around one season before he gets stolen by another team. That's possible. Also, just Aloe, good morning. Says, good morning, everyone. The Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls. Both times they had a black coordinator. There you go. Yes. Let's see who else we got in here. Mr. Chad says, what up, brothers? What up, Mr. Chad? Clot's in the building. Good morning. Sea Iron Addict, good morning.
Good, brother.
It is what it is. Good morning.
Indeed. Biggie.
Yes. Keto Laura, Baltimore. Okay. Good morning.
That's good.
Tracy is
Hey.
here. Good morning,
Always supporting.
Tracy. Yes. Hey, that's what I'm talking about,
Shout out to
Coach.
Coach.
He said, here's 350. That's what I'm saying. Hey, appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Good morning to you. Good morning. God's favorite. Good morning.
What's up?
Tori, good morning. Grails, good
up?
morning. Ryan Smith, good morning. Says, let's go Ravens. Our defense should be back to the domination. I agree.
100%.
We was one of those coaches. He's not gonna let you slack off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna do what you're gonna do out there. If you ever listen to him talk, like
about business.
that those missed tackles, those arm tackles that we tackling, he ain't gonna let that happen.
Facts.
Not up in here. Okay. RJ Trap, good morning. Says
Good.
Weaver is my second favorite hire from Mentor. I didn't see him as a head coach yet, but I do like him. Okay. All right. I'm just curious because I've heard people say, yeah, no, thank you. I don't like Weaver. Why? Why don't you like him as a head coach candidate? Like, is it just because of last year? Because we just showed that the year before his defense was really good.
Facts.
Yeah, because I feel like, and this ain't a shot at oh, thank you, Coach. 350 for me too. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. I feel like it's a subconscious thing for us, right? For everybody. Black coaches are always more scrutinized.
Right.
Like we just hired Declan Doyle, who has very little experience, right?
None calling plays.
None calling plays. And we like it for the most part. Like some of y'all like, no, don't like it. Get somebody with experience. Cool. I understand that. But he's highly regarded. I've listened to him talk. Seems like he knows ball. They say he was very involved in the game planning for the offense. And like there's a good feeling about him. But if we get somebody like Weaver who's proven as a play caller to put out good defenses, I've heard him talk too. Like he knows football as well.
Right.
Why don't we feel good about that? You know what I mean?
Recency bias. I mean, they look at last season in the Dolphins defense and they say, he just didn't get it done. But look, they had injuries everywhere. They traded away Jalen Phillips. Javon Holland wasn't re-signed. Like, he was a big part of their defense. Then you look at the offense with Tua and them, they just couldn't score points to stay on the field, especially when Tyreek got hurt. So the defense was always on the field trying to bail the offense out, and it just didn't look good. And the optics of it, I guess, for Ravens fans, and I guess some of the stink of being under John Harbaugh, they're like, we already got Mentor, who was a Harbaugh guy. We don't want too much of the same coming in, repeating itself, but it's a new day. It's a new era. Mm-hmm. This is a new time for the Baltimore Ravens. And I think that Mentor is putting together a staff of young guys and old, and Weaver brings some experience. He has a lot of very young guys, and Weaver brings experience, especially being an assistant head coach. So even outside of just the defensive portion of it, he can help him run this team. I know they brought in a game manager, but Weaver has experience being Harbaugh's number 2 guy. So, I mean, we can only speculate. Whether you like it or you don't like it, we can only speculate. People didn't like the John Harbaugh hire in 2008. Turned out pretty good for us. So let's just wait and see.
Yep. Slim, good morning.
Good morning.
Great Unknown, good morning. We got Nightmare Kilo, good morning. It says, if I'm catching y'all this early, that means they called me into work too early. Good morning, though, y'all. Hey,
I feel you.
They called you in too early, man. Like you know what I say, man. Give them about 30%. All right.
Listen, I'm tired as hell. I just got in from work and 3 people called out last night, and I told them, I'm leaving at 5. I don't care what y'all say, I'm leaving at 5.
I worked all weekend, and I went in yesterday. Somebody called out, and I ended up staying way too late. So as soon as that person showed up today, I'm like,
deuces.
I pull on my moves like, hey, I'm going to a meeting. I'll be back. And then just get in my car, just be out.
hey, listen, don't tell nobody, but this morning I might not be going into that job. I'm tired.
Oh, don't tell me.
Don't tell Brad.
Don't tell me. Who else do we have in here? We got Don Royal. Good
What's
morning. Black
good?
coaches and black QBs always disrespected. That's a fact. That's a
100%.
fact. Let's see. Tracy says Weaver will stand at press conferences and smile, but boy, when he gets on that sideline, he does not play all business. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, he's all smiles in the press conference, but on that sideline, you get to work.
Thanks.
Game 2 easy. What's good? Good morning. Ravens fans doing it again. They want to invest in defense instead of their franchise QB. Why folks have such affinity towards Crosby, I just don't see with him. I think we're getting a little ahead here. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, right? We need a defensive coordinator. Like, we got to fill positions, right? Like, I mean, they got the offensive coordinator first, you know, like, I mean, I think they're making the investments that they think are right on both sides of the ball. Yes, if you want to say, hey, well, they got somebody with no experience on the offense, somebody with experience on defense. All right, I hear you. I hear you, and that's fair. But the Max Crosby thing, that's just, I mean, people are just talking about that. I don't think we get Max Crosby. You know, fans are just obsessed with that. That's just the latest talking point that we tell you every year. We tell you every year that the Ravens need offensive line, and when we don't get it, you guys go into the season complaining about it. You cry about it. You call the players names, and then when we get to the offseason, it's we need an edge rusher,
right?
And you're doing it again, right?
Well, I mean, it doesn't make it any better that there's speculation that Max Crosby asked for a trade, and he said that the Ravens are one of the destinations that he would like to go to. So that, you know, that fueled the speculation, and Ravens fans are like, the defense is back. Let's go get Max Crosby, and we back on top again. Especially with the news that possibly Nnamdi Madubuike is returning to the team. You add him and Max Crosby, and everybody gets excited because we built this team on a foundation of defense. So everybody loves defense. But me, I'm an offensive guy. Protect your quarterback. Your best player is an offensive player. Protect him. I don't give a damn about the edge rusher. And like you always say, what has Max Crosby done for the Raiders to help them win with all of his talent?
People keep saying he's gonna make an impact. What impact does he make? You know what I'm gonna start doing, because apparently we don't need any. We don't need to corroborate anything. I'm gonna start making nice graphics of players that I like Justin Jefferson, and I'm gonna say, hey, sources say Justin Jefferson wants to be traded, and Ravens is one of his preferred landing spots. And I'm just gonna put it out there and just have people retweet it, and you know, we'll just start making things up like the mainstream media does.
Facts. and then you gonna get all the hate. You get all the hate about, oh, we don't need a wide receiver. That's the least I worry.
Right. We can't afford it, or we're going to come up with the money. We need Max Crosby,
but we can afford him and his $30 million cap hit.
Right. KYD, appreciate the super chat, man. Says we can't call Weaver a hardball guy. He got the boot while Wilson and Orr got promoted. That's true, and he didn't start out his career with Harbaugh. He coached for the Jets. He coached for Houston. Actually, he spent more time in Houston than he did in Baltimore.
Yep.
So you're right. He's not a hardball guy. He's not a hardball guy. You're absolutely right about that. Agnes, good morning. Bring OA back. Good morning, Jose, Hendo, and all. B&B said it. B&B said it. Pick up his 5th-year option. They should not be trading him. They should not be getting rid of him. You invested a first-round pick in him. He got 10 sacks last year. You know, he was we knew when we drafted him, he was a developmental guy. He's developing. He didn't look great last year. Nobody on this team looked good. They were poorly coached, but he is a solid player. They should have kept him.
It depends on the money. But then the crazy thing is, they did pick up his 5th-year option. They paid him $13 million this season, and still
this is his 5th year.
Yes.
Oh, keep him anyway.
Yeah, but you wasted money, and now there's a possibility you're going to bring him back because you need help, because you don't know what you're going to do with Kyle Van Noy. Like, he's going to be 34, 35, and he had 2 sacks last season. Like, he's definitely not coming back. So,
well, yeah. I mean, he's going to hit the open market unless, you know, Minter, Minter says, hey, come over here, and he just says, hey, I trust Minter. You know, he's the one that kind of got me going again. I'll go back over there. That's a possibility, but no, we just got to get it done with the guys that we have, man. You know, they want to draft an edge rusher later in the draft. You want to pick up a veteran, or Vanoy might come back again. We might do something like that, or Khalil Mack. I've mentioned Khalil Mack, something like that. But it's the Mike Green show. It's the Adisa Isaac show.
Who?
Yeah. That third round pick that we spent. Like they're gonna have to get it done that way. We're gonna have to look within to for our edge rushing. And with this coaching staff, these guys might surprise you. I mean, Mike Green shouldn't be surprising anybody. He should just be playing as expected.
Right. And not Ryan says,
right. Ryan says, I look at the game from two lenses. As a fan, and especially as a player that has played the game, people have to understand everyone has to start from somewhere.
Facts.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
Nobody just comes in ready.
Yeah. Retired Gunny, good morning. Says he'll impact or salary cap. Who'll impact? Oh, you talking about Max Crosby? Oh, he'll impact the salary cap?
Oh, most definitely.
He sure will.
Most definitely.
Yolanda, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, he'll definitely impact that. And Munn, good morning. Yes. Trey Hendricks, that was another person they're talking about we could pick up. These guys cost a lot of money. And that is just not that's not the high priority. Like edge rushers, yes, we could use edge rushers. You want to get pressure on a quarterback, you want to get sacks, all that stuff. Protect your quarterback. O-line is not a sexy pickup. Right? Nobody wants to, because how is you gonna show of an O lineman? Right? You can't make a highlight reel of O linemen.
Unless it's
yeah. Or on a good side, Trent Williams. He destroys.
Even at this advanced age.
People. Yeah. We got Mark 2K6. Thank you for the super chat. Says the Ravens need to solidify the trenches, but it would be nice to see Pickens on the team.
Yeah.
I like Pickens. Look, I like George Pickens. Why are y'all so down on Justin Jefferson? I'm just kidding. Every time I bring up Justin Jefferson, I don't want him. Like, he's one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He right now, what is he entering? Year 5?
Yeah, something like that.
I think he's entering year 5.
Well, a little bit longer. He came in the same year as Patrick Queen. So it's been longer than 5 years.
Okay, he should be entering year 6. Let's just say entering year 4. He has more receiving yards than anybody in Ravens history.
6, yeah, he's played 6 years.
But in 4 years, he's had more receiving yards than anybody in Ravens history. And we don't want that.
Dang, I thought, you know what? Hey, I thought he didn't hit 1,000 yards last year because how bad everything's going. He had 1,000 yards. He only had 2 touchdowns. That was his lowest he's ever had. But I mean, rookie year, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. Next year, 1,616 yards, 10 touchdowns. 1,809 yards, 8 touchdowns. 1,074 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's in 10 games. In 10 games.
Right.
Next year, 1,533 yards, 10 touchdowns. And then this year, 1,048 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can you all tell me who his quarterbacks were? Because he ain't had the same quarterback. Can you tell me who his quarterbacks were?
Let's see. Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins, J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, that one kid that I can't remember his name because he was irrelevant. A bunch of them. And he still gets it done.
But y'all want that?
With Lamar.
Come on.
But Max Crosby's okay, right? That price point for Max Crosby is all right. And wide receivers affect the game because they can score. We say Trey Hendrickson, which would be a decent pickup. I don't think he's going to be worth the $30 million that he may be asking for. But look at the Bengals defense. 2 years in a row, he has 17.5 sacks. 2 years in a row. That's 35 sacks in 2 years. What did the Bengals defense do? Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Coach has a good question here. You want an on-time player like Justin Jefferson or a freelance player like Pickens? What depends on what style we have. And I think with this coaching staff, it'll probably be more on-time stuff. I don't think they're gonna rely on Lamar freestyling as much. They're not gonna rely on his legs. I think they're gonna have a plan for him. They're gonna protect him. But I'll say this: both of those players, and I'm not again. You get George Pickens, I'm just as happy, right? I'm just as happy. I think both of those players are great enough to play either way, right? If Justin Jefferson has to play, if the play breaks down, Justin Jefferson knows how to get open and help his quarterback. Lord knows he knows how to help his quarterback, right? Um, Pickens can play on time. Like they can both do both things, in my opinion, at least.
Right.
You can't go wrong either way. I just like Justin Jefferson, so that's why I bring up Justin Jefferson. And I know the situation there is a situation where if we ask and we offer the right thing, he can be moved. George Pickens is going to be a free agent. I don't know what Dallas is thinking, if they want to bring him back or not, but there's a possibility there. If he does hit free agency, sure, go after him, but other teams will go after him as well, but I've brought up a bunch of players. Amon-Ra St. Brown, go after him. Wilson in New York, go after him. But get a true number one, a top tier wide receiver if you can do it.
And that'll open up Zay. For people that love Zay, that will open him up because he won't be doubled as much. Like they won't concentrate on him because they know he's the only thing we have with this passing game. And you bring one of those guys in, it doesn't matter which one. I don't care which one. If we get Justin Jefferson, we get a game breaker. The things he did for Kirk Cousins. I remember that fourth down play in against Buffalo, where he just went up with one hand and essentially saved the game for him. Then you get Pickens, we need Pickens' attitude, to be quite honest with you. I know a lot of guys feel like, oh, he's a head case. When has he been suspended? When has the league said, you know what, disciplinary action is needed, and he's been sat down? I ain't saying he's been a model citizen and he doesn't pout, but what great wide receivers don't get mad when they don't get the ball?
Yeah.
So I take either one. I mean, we need to get out of this mentality that we can pay $100 million for a cornerback, $100 million for a safety. But when it comes to getting a game-breaking wide receiver, because when we look back to the playoffs all throughout Lamar Jackson's career, the issue hasn't been defense. The issue's been scoring. Outside of the Buffalo game, the issue's been us putting up points in the playoffs. We need guys that can come out there and make plays for his quarterback. When Lamar gets in those situations when the line isn't blocking, somebody's going to go get the ball. Either it's going to get to the wide receiver's hands or it's going to hit the ground. One or the other. We don't have that guy. Zay Flowers, I'm not taking anything away from him, but he needs help. Mark Andrews ain't it. That $13 million a year that he's getting ain't it. And we most likely won't be re-signing Isaiah likely. So we need somebody outside of it. Unless you really believe in Rashad Bateman that he's going to make a turnaround with this new coach staff. He's already out here pouting. Like, we need to do something for Lamar finally.
And then lying about it.
I'm doing dad stuff. But we finally, when can we say, you know what, we went all out for Lamar? When are we going to build around Lamar and not build around Kyle Hamilton?
Facts. Yeah, that part right there. When are we going to say, hey, we've done everything for Lamar, no excuses? Cannot say that. You can say that for a lot of quarterbacks. Hey, we've given you everything, bro. No excuses. You gotta go out there. And get it done. Cannot say that for Lamar. All right. That's why we always have these discussions, these debates, these arguments, because we know Lamar ain't being done right out there. Right. If he was and he was still falling short, then he would have those criticisms. Right. When we talk about Peyton Manning, his first 8 years or whatever. 8 years of not winning a Super Bowl, he didn't even get this much scrutiny, but there was some scrutiny because he had everything. He started his career with Marshall Faulk. Then got Adrian James,
Marvin Harrison,
Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark. Like a great O-line. He had everything.
Tom Moore's offensive coordinator. Like, he had his handpicked guy. He had weapons galore, and he went into a playoff game, and I think he threw 4 interceptions. Lamar has never done that. But Peyton, like you said, Peyton Manning didn't receive that scrutiny, but Lamar, he just can't get it done. But they don't look and see the scope of things that actually happen. I think somebody actually did say it last week. They were like, how are you going to game with Derrick Henry and run him 16 times? Like, that don't make no sense.
Right. DDSQ, what is
up?
good? Thanks for coming through. I wanted to pull up his his comment there. He was just saying that Lamar can play any style, right? Yeah, Lamar can play on time or play when it breaks down. To say Lamar can't play on time is a shot at his intelligence. It is, and I think, and if you're referring to what Coach said, Coach isn't saying that at all. We know that, right? Yeah. That's more for the coaching staff, because this last coaching staff had him playing more, not on time, right? Yeah, like it's the way those plays are designed. The plays are going to break down. Those are Monken had more plays that take time to develop downfield, and the O-line can't give him that kind of time, So if the O-line holds up, it can be more things on time. But like I said, yes, we know Lamar can do both, but also I think those wide receivers I mentioned, they can do both. I just want somebody with talent. Like if I say Justin Jefferson, we don't have to argue about Justin Jefferson. He's great. And if you don't think he's great, you need to go watch some of those games. But if you don't like him and you want X receiver, I'll take that too. There's no argument here. Mark 2K6 with another super chat. Appreciate you. Says, I'm not looking for a model citizen or role model for someone's kids. Facts. The Ravens need a playmaker, game breaker. If Pickens is having a TO moment, that is because he wants to win. Right. Yes. Right. Yes.
You know who else wanted to win? Marcus Peters. And that's why he had his little blow up with John Harbaugh, because he wants to win. He wants to be successful. And we have guys that's just like, oh, shucks. Well, we didn't get it done. Time to go podcast.
Yeah. As long as he's not causing a problem with his teammates, like a big problem, right? And I haven't heard that from George Pickens. I haven't heard that he's caused any issues with teammates. Man, you got to deal with attitudes. You got to deal with personalities. Right. Like that's part of the job. These supposed to be grown men, right? And Harbaugh was supposed to be a leader of men, and he couldn't lead like that. He couldn't handle strong personalities. That's why it was time for him to go. He just couldn't do it anymore. Let's see what else we got in here. Well, Vori Sports says, book it. Caleb Downs first round for Ravens EDC special. He would be fired. He'd be fired immediately. Immediately. Also, speaking of, because he's a safety, right? Caleb Downs. He's a safety. Speaking of safeties,
what's up, Ty?
I need y'all to do me a favor. We have over 200 people in here. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, hit the subscribe button on both channels. We're streaming on 2 places. Lunch Break Hot Take over here, Rogue Pod over there. All right. Oh, there we go. That's the 5-minute warning. Do me a favor. Stop talking about Marlon Humphrey switching to safety. Please, let's stop this madness. Let's just go through this. Marlon Humphrey switches to safety. When's he playing? Just say cut him if you don't want him to play on this team anymore. We have 8 safeties on the team. Okay. Like there's no room for another safety. Marlon Humphrey cannot play. We don't even know if he could play safety, period. Right. 2, he can't play safety for this team. If Marlon Humphrey switches to safety and ends up starting, we have a big problem.
Right.
We have a big problem. Let's stop with the Marlon Humphrey switching to safety. He's a cornerback. If he can't play cornerback anymore, he needs to be cut.
Yeah.
We don't have room for any more safeties here.
None. And what do you want your safeties to do? Tackle. And what can he do? Tackle. And even if they switch to safety, they're gonna play him in the slot anyway.
Right. Yeah. What? No safety. Corey says, shout out to both of you brothers. Very well put together podcast. Thank you. Love the content. Always looking forward to your shows. Salute every day, all day Ravens. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Coach C says, I know it might sound crazy, but if we don't get Vega at 14, I think we should get Jordan Tyson, wide receiver. I don't know who that is, but hey, if he's a first round talent and you like him, I'm with it.
Thanks.
I'm with it. I agree. If it's not offensive line, it should be a wide receiver that we think could be a star wide receiver. Yes. And that's not crazy at all. If it helps Lamar Jackson, it's not crazy, right? Even if they got Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon. I'm like, all right, like he looks like he'll be a playmaker. Cool.
Right.
We only have 3 safeties. We have Kyle Hamilton. We have Malachi Starks. We got Alohi Gilman. Although I think is he a free agent?
He's a free agent.
I feel like they're gonna bring him back though.
Him or Darius. One of those two are coming back, or if not both of them.
I think Alohi will come back because he played for Mentor. He knows Mentor's system.
Possibly.
Right. So I kind of, but yes, that's kind of projection. You're right though. He's not officially on the team. What about those other 2 aren't on the team anymore, are they? The ones that we drafted.
Sanusi Kane, he's gone to the Titans, I believe. Bo Bray was cut. I don't even know who the third safety is, to be honest with you right now.
Yeah. No, we can't switch. Again, we switched Marlon Humphrey to safety. Like we already got 2 starters.
Right.
And we don't know if we're doing that 3 safety thing anymore. Like this is a new coaching staff. Like we got, I don't know. Does he do 3 safeties? I don't know. Marlo's speed to me is an issue. Moving him to safety is a natural move. All in all, he's not a bad DB. You know, safeties these days got to be fast, right? Like you can't be a slow safety in today's NFL.
Well, according to Marlo, he ran the fastest he's ever run, but it didn't translate on the field. So, Keandre Jackson. Thank you, Imani.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yes, I forgot about him.
I don't think speed is an issue. I think just not knowing where to be. Yes, he got beat a few times. He did, and it was a bad look. But a lot of those times he looked confused, right? It wasn't like, okay, this is my man. I'm lining up, and then we just going one-on-one. A lot of times he's kind of just looking around like, is this my guy or is somebody helping me? You know what I'm saying? And he always he doesn't want to point fingers on the field. But every time you ask him what happened, he just like, man, I don't know. And anytime you ask anybody on defense what happened, it's like, man, I don't know. That is just lack of communication. I think with a clear understanding of where he needs to be, because anytime he gets to the red zone, it's never an issue in the red zone. Right. He knows how to jump on a play. He doesn't have to worry about getting beat. It's always in between the 20s with him. But it's not just him. All of them.
Facts.
Everybody is getting beat. Everybody is missing tackles. That's the whole team. We focus on Marlon Humphrey. But your boy Kyle Hamilton got beat too. He was missing tackles too. I mean, we ain't got to mention Roquan. Nate Wiggins was getting beat too. All of them were getting beat. I don't think speed's the issue. You know, I don't think he's completely washed. That's just my opinion. KYD, thank you for the. You said what?
It may be more scheme than anything, especially the way that Zach O was playing him. How he had him playing like 10 yards off the wide receivers. But some of it is confusion. Like you can see Roquan, you can see Kyle and them arguing on the field and looking at each other like, "Yo, you supposed to be over here," and they no. You shouldn't have that with guys in their 4th, 5th, and 8th years.
No. KYD says this chat is for the other guy. with Harbaugh gone, I'm looking forward to getting nasty, mean players again. Last one was Sizzle. Yeah. Appreciate that super chat.
No more choir boys.
No. Like I hate having those discussions with people like when they say, "Oh, I don't want this person because I don't like their attitude." Can they play? Let's start there. Let's start with, can they play? Yes. Do they cause problem with the teammates? No. Do they get in trouble off the field? Yeah, that's lower on my list. Like as long as they're not going to get suspended. Are they getting in trouble off the field to cause them not to play?
Right.
No. They've checked all my boxes.
Facts.
They've checked everything. All right. Let's see. Y'all think Lamar waiting to see what EDC does in free agency before he signs the extension? It's possible.
Yeah.
They can open up enough cap room to go and make the splashes that he's talking about without doing his deal. Right. They can restructure Marlon Humphrey. They can restructure Roquan. I think there's another deal in there they can restructure. and they'll have enough cap room to get started. Okay,
Right.
But I think they are going to get it done. I think they had him involved in this whole coaching process this offseason, low key, including the fire Harbaugh. They let him know, like, hey, listen, he's gone. Don't worry about it. And we're going, you're going to be involved in the next coaching hire. And he has been. They've shown enough good faith, I think, in his eyes to say, all right, we'll get this deal done.
But he still might be waiting on some protection. Because last season he got beat the hell up, and it didn't end well for us.
I think Lamar's mom was telling him all the things that I said she should tell him.
Right.
All right. Say, hey, I don't like how my son is being protected out there. What are you gonna do about that?
Right.
Right. So, yeah, I'm with it, but I'm not worried. They're gonna make all the right moves that they need to make. All right, a couple more, and we gotta get out of here. Yes. Marquis State says not playing 10 yards off, but how you 10 yards off is still getting burned. Yeah.
Oh, especially with a guy that has 4.28 speed.
Yeah. I just think not understanding where you're supposed to be on the field. I think, you're playing 10 yards off, but if you think you're playing zone and it's supposed to be man to man and he's running by you, and then you're looking like there's no safety over there, and then you're trying to catch up. That's how you get beat. Yeah. That's how you get beat.
100%.
Yes, Marlo got burnt a lot. Communication was in scheme. I agree with that, but Marlo got burnt a lot. Yes. So did Wiggins. Who didn't get burnt? That's what I want to know. Who didn't get burnt on the team?
Maybe TJ Tampa. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I'm sorry. Jamar Chase lit him up. Never mind. I take that back.
Jamar Chase lights everybody up, though.
Everybody. They took turns. Even in the Pittsburgh game, Darius came back. He gave up that 31-yard pass, the Pat Fry move, which set them up for that touchdown. Everybody got burnt on the defense.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like everybody got beat. There was a lack of confidence on this team. You will not have that with Anthony Weaver. I promise you won't have that with Anthony Weaver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything I've heard about Jesse Minter is communication, right? Like communicate with each other, everybody be on the same page, holding each other accountable, and that comes from the players from the Chargers. That's everything that he speaks about when he talks about coaching. That's going to be something that's huge, communication. So being on the same page on defense is huge.
Coach said Matt be gonna get beat.
He got beat. He got beat up in those first 2 weeks when we were getting up 40 points. I didn't see too much of him in those games. Cheeto waited until the worst time to get beat.
Bruh. To Calvin Austin. and they were just talking about, he's a great addition. They might be trying to sign him to an extension. And in one play, it changed everything.
Yeah. And the more world said, did this pod just start? I'm glad you asked that, because we're actually ending right now. We are stopping right there for today. Appreciate y'all. Come back tomorrow. We are going to start talking some more stuff. There's a lot going on in the NFL world, especially over there where Harbaugh just went. Yeah. The league spoke out about the ownership over there. They said they're going to be investigating. That's crazy too. What do you need to investigate? The investigation is already done.
Right.
It's already there. You just need to read. Right. Yeah. You're investigating how can we navigate through this without really punishing one of our own. That's what you're trying to figure out. Right. But we're gonna hold you accountable.
Alan, what question did we skip, Alan? He said we always skip your question. What question is that?
Who said that?
Alan Pinkney.
Alan, what's going on? That was good. Put it in there. Quick. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Well, I think I found it. Do we go wide receiver first round if Justin is healthy? Talking about Matabike. I don't care if he's healthy or not. We need O-line. That's number one priority. Number one priority. So here's how the offseason should go the rest of the way. Resign Lamar. Resign Tyler Linderbaum. Pick up a guard in free agency. pick up another guard in free agency, or draft that guard in the draft, right? If we pick up another guard in free agency, draft a tackle, right? Not defensive tackle, offensive tackle. All right. Solidify the O-line, then wide receiver, then D tackle. And yes, we do need a D tackle. That is a need. If that moves up the list a little bit, fine. But offense first. Okay.
And
whether that big is here or not, offense. We need to shore that up.
That's right. Wyatt Teller, Joe Bitonio, like Kevin Zeitler, go out there and get 2 guards and still focus on the offensive line in the draft, because you never know what happens with injuries. We do not have a backup tackle at all. A starting one. We have one that you guys project might be good. We don't know. I'm done with experiment. I'm done with he could come in and do certain things. You get all that done in free agency, you get it done in the draft. And the Ravens historically have found better defenders in later rounds than they have offensive players. Yeah. So go out there, tackle that first, and then you go get your defenders. Once you get that offensive line set, then you go out there in free agency and see who's available, see who's a post-June 1st cut. Do your thing then. We have enough first and second and third rounders on this defense to get it done.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. We out here. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.